looking at a few stuff that you post on Facebook. You were saying pretty much that if the father isn't in the home, then they aren't a family.
right?
So, I mean, could you like elaborate more, explain what you mean?
Well, without the father being in the home, you're not a family. Technically, you're not a family unit, and that's it's impossible to be a family unit without the father being in the home. That's like there's a reason why it takes two people to make a child. If you make a child with two people and then you separate one, you create a dysfunction in the child. The child suffers from this dysfunction. You don't qualify as a family unit. It's a lot psychological damage happens to children when they're separated from the function. It's meant to. It. That's why God created the man and the woman. Neither one of them can have them by themselves. It takes the two together. Well, the two are supposed to stay together throughout the duration of the child. If they separate, it creates dysfunction. So that's what you see going on. A lot of things going on in our society is just a bunch of dysfunctional people because most of us are born from single mothers. 80% of us is born from single mothers, dysfunctional family units, which creates a dysfunction in the man or woman. Psychological dysfunction.
So, tell me this: dysfunction. What do you mean by dysfunction? Do you mean that they won't be successful in life?
I'm not saying that, but it affects them as human beings. Because it's like how can I put it? It's like the puzzle isn't completely completed. They suffer. A lot of them suffer from abandonment issues, and that does something for them. Maybe I'm not wanted. What happened to my dad? Why didn't he? Maybe I'm not wanted. Like, and that affects when you go and try to pair bond with other people. It really breaks down the entire society because the entire society is built from the family unit, which creates the community. You break down the society by creating dysfunctional family units, by the woman thinking that I can just have the baby by a man, but I don't need him there for the whole duration because the child can still survive and I can still clothe and feed the child. But there's a psychological damage that's happening to the child.